Welcome, my friends, to another episode of God, Guns, and Common Sense. We are going to talk about the best defense for you when you're on the street and you encounter somebody who wants to fight you, and that is simply to outrun them. Now, it may seem kind of like funny at first or embarrassing to run away from a fight where you may feel like, well, I want to show them, I want to be all macho, I want to be all, like I want to be the bigger man or whatever. You don't need to do that. Number one, you don't know who this person is. You don't know if they have a knife, if they have a gun, or if they have any kind of, a couple buddies, they don't have any friends where they could, they could stab you, they could shoot you, they could do all sorts of things. When you run away from um, a perpetrator, number one, they can't stab you if you're running. Number two, they are a horrible shot. If you ever pay attention, if you ever study criminals, if you ever watch the videos, they're just horrible, horrible shot. That's why they carry automatic weapons, and that's why, like, if they have a handgun, your best self-defense is to run. They cannot. It's very difficult to actually aim and hit a moving target. In practice, while you're at the shooting range. Never mind when somebody is like standing straight still. It's very, very difficult. So your best defense is to run. So let's just say like the person doesn't have any kind of weapons. They don't have a knife. They don't have a gun. They don't have anything to do any damage to you. And then they come up to you and they want to brawl. Okay, so say you take the guy's arm, you break it, you beat him up, you knock him right out, he's laying there on the ground. Now what's going to happen? So the thing that's going to happen next is you're going to get arrested, and you're going to go to trial, and you're going to get sued. And because of the damage, the horrible damages that you caused, now because you wanted to fight this guy, now you're in a place where you got to pay this guy liability. You have to pay this guy money because you broke his arm. You made it so that that he can't work anymore. So now you're responsible for that. So the best defense is to simply walk away. If you can walk away, just walk away. If the guy wants to fight, and then just run. If the guy runs and he's beating you up, then just learn some simple jujitsu where you can dominate your opponent and get out of that attack and get free. It's actually really good practice to get into some form of martial art where you are on the ground and somebody puts you on the ground and you can escape. The whole point is to avoid confrontation at all costs. You don't want to get with the wrong person at the wrong time, and you certainly don't want to be doing things that you shouldn't be doing. Only in absolute traumatic circumstances should you ever have to hurt somebody else in order to escape. It's very rare that it happens, but in that case, then you take actions, and then you have to follow up with that. Now let's talk about that. Let's say that you are in that situation where you have to defend yourself, where somebody has a knife and they're just not cooperating at all, and then you break the guy's arm and he's laying on the ground. You call the cops, and then the cops come over, they look at him, they see the knife, they hear your story, and then what happens? Now you still have to go to court. You're still going to get arrested. You're still going to get involved in all that mess. What you want to do is you want to have some liability insurance so that you can be safe, so that you can have a lawyer who's going to step up and defend your rights the way that you deserve. So what I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description below so that you can learn more about the USCCA, the United States Concealed Carry Association. These people are trained professionals so that when you are in a life and death situation, they can be there to defend you, to protect you when the time calls for it. And the USCCA is great. They have everything laid out for you. They are ready to protect you. So go ahead, click on that link, fill out your information just to get access to it, and you will be blown away by how much these people actually care about you and how they can help you in your circumstances. So go check that out, and I will see you on the next video. Yeah.